So season 3 of Reservation Dogs premieres today, and we found out that this is the last season. Can you just talk about what the journey has been like for the show and for you all?
We both had the same reaction. It's been fun and interesting new adventure because it's our first big acting gig. And it just came out of necessity. Like I said, COVID happened and we had to shut down our tour. And we needed something to pay the bills, you know, so acting came about and it was a blessing. And now we might even start doing some movies. So once the strike is over.
So yeah, we've been auditioning for different parts and at the same time still recording music. So,
but yeah, Rez Dogs has been a blessing to work with all indigenous crew, cast, everybody. It's to open the doors to indigenous people to share their stories from their perspective.
And what better place than Oklahoma, because there's so much talent here. Yeah. We always tell like people that tell us to move to Hollywood or New York, and we're like, nah, if we're gonna blow up from Oklahoma, because this is where I've seen the most talented bands, actors, singers. I mean, it's here. And so I'm just glad that my premonition came to pass. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I'm going to circle back on all that with you all. So I guess can you talk about how you all did land Reservation Dogs and how the whole thing came about for you all?
So they were auditioning for roles, and Mid Thunder hit up our manager and was like, yo, there's 2 twins if they want to jump on and try to audition. So
the role was for 2 11-year-old twins. So we're not 11, but we did fit the description, so
yeah,
we're not twins.
We read the script and we were like, I don't know about cussing, and then some of these jokes is kind of and well, we talked to the lady and she was like, it's just an audition, do what you want to do. And we were like, okay.
So we made it our own, we did our own thing, and they loved it and said we're exactly what they're looking for. So
11-year-old twins.
I love it. So in real life, you all aren't twins; you're just brothers.
We're just twins.
And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you all?
I'm for the Rez Dogs. I'm 13.
I'm 42.
I'm 37.
So what was it like playing, I guess, an 11-year-old twin? What was that like?
It was fun. See, the funny thing is, we're not from the Rez. We're from Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So we tried to watch some Rez movies and shows and get that vibe going for the show. And then we got on set and I tried to have the reservation accent, and that didn't do well.
Yeah, it was like, don't ever do that again. So he was like, just be yourself. And we were like, thank God.
Yes, that helped out a lot. But what was the question again?
Just how did it feel playing a character that may have been different?
It was awesome because, like you said, we get to play ourselves. So, and the fact that they use our music in the soundtrack was a blessing. So
yeah, and even the plan was like, we're always selling CDs, so we always have them on us. And we actually used CD covers from when we were first coming up.
You'll see one of these in the show.
Yeah, so all the CD covers are pretty much us. All we did was change the artwork to say Mozambique.
I love that. I want to talk to you guys about your music because that's how you all got your start. Mm-hmm. And so can you talk a little bit about MikeBone and your hip-hop duo and just a little bit about that, who you guys are?
Since the age of 12, we both started at 12. He got into poetry and then started rhyming, and I joined in it when I turned 12 and helped him out on stage, and it kind of grew from there. We've always grew up in the church, so we wanted to lead by a positive example. So our music has always had that kind of vibe. And
everybody labeled us Christian rappers, but we would always get in trouble because we were we were those Christian rappers that weren't afraid to say certain things, and it would always get us either like banned from a church or something like that. But we just like, hey, we just like to love God and party and don't,
We just been kicked out of almost every church in the city, so but for good reasons. I mean, we're just sharing the party vibe for people. When we go in the church, we throw a party. No drink, no smoke, because we don't promote that. We don't do that. But they just didn't like the fact that people were dancing. Sometimes they wanted to get in the gospel, traditional gospel music, and we're like, no, people are. That's Sunday. We're trying to tell them that's Sunday. Sing that. But we got into our native roots around our teens, and we fell in love with our culture, and that's when you can hear the transition in our albums, and we start talking about our culture, but we still love God, we still rap about partying, and we just add a little native flavor in there, and been doing it ever since.
I love it. I don't think there's a lot of people that do what you all do, and so it's super interesting to watch you all. I always think it's fun. So,
Thank you.
I guess filming this last season, what was that like? Was it emotional? Did you all know it was going to be the last season?
we did not know it was gonna be the last season. So when he dropped the bomb on us, it was just like, oh snap! And so we were like, okay, well, I guess
Maybe something else is coming up.
Yeah.
So we don't like to stress on situations. That's something we've learned over the way, and something we like to share with people is you can't control what you can't control, so don't stress over it and just roll with it.
Yeah, we were just happy to have the opportunity to be a part of something magical.
Yes.
Especially being filmed in Oklahoma with Oklahoma actors, besides the ones from Canada. But the Canada people was awesome. It was fun watching them freak out the first season whenever we had the sirens go off. And they were like, what do we do? What do we do?
Yes,
We
Saturday.
were like, oh no, it's just a purge.
It's just a purge. We were joking. Yeah. What, really? No, wait, what? Is it a tornado? Do we need to run? And we're like, no, it's just a test. It's like,
Well, so you all are from Oklahoma City. Yeah, and you talked about this a little bit, but can you talk about what it's like being able to work on a project that it's not only filmed in your home state, but the whole thing is based out of Oklahoma? Just kind of what does that feel like?
I like the fact that we didn't have to travel airplanes.
Yeah.
So, because that can get stressful.
Yeah.
So that was a blessing. That's one of the biggest things I liked about it.
Just the terrain being authentic to the show, because I know it's like some shows will say it's filmed here, filmed there, and it's not. So I thought being filmed from actual Oklahoma town to the point where people can go visit these places is like awesome. So I think it's gonna be helpful for bringing tourists who are fans of the show to Oklahoma. So that's gonna be a plus. And I think it's like way cheaper to film in Oklahoma, so it's bringing the stars in Hollywood out here, and then seeing on the screen places you recognize is awesome. So.
Well, what has been the biggest change for you all from season 1 till now? Do you get recognized a lot? Just kind of how has your life changed since doing this?
So
Took it up a notch.
It is. So I mean, America's Got Talent really put us out there, but like Reservation Dogs, we did not know it was gonna be as big as it was.
Now we have our own, what do they call it? GIFs or GIFs? We have our own GIFs. I don't say GIFs.
It just takes longer to get through buying groceries and
everywhere turns into a meet and greet. We go out to eat, we'll go get groceries, like I said.
So I'm glad for pickup ordering. That's been a plus. Because otherwise we'd be in there for 2 hours trying to get out.
But we've been used to it, and we like to show love to our fans because they're supporting us. So
Right.
we'll stay there, take a picture, sign an autograph. We're down. We're not like your typical rappers. A lot of artists will do the show and leave. We stick around for everybody pretty much.
We stick around forever.
Yeah. The sound people and everybody's shutting down and leaving, and we're still there signing autographs, taking pictures. So yeah, it's different for us. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. You touched on this whenever we very first started, but so this show was kind of something I think that at least mainstream television hadn't seen before. And so I guess showing the lives of teenagers in Indian country and just those voices that really haven't been portrayed really in mainstream television. So do you think that this was, I mean, groundbreaking or opened the floodgates for more representation like this and for more voices to be heard?
Yes, definitely, because, I mean, when you hear like Native Americans were on the show, you automatically put us, back, in the days where, just like Spirit on the show with the regalia on and whatnot. So to see modern day natives playing themselves is just like,
It's eye opening for everybody.
yeah.
A lot of people thought we were gone, like it was extinct. So, and just seeing what we do now and how we live our daily lives, and a lot of countries have embraced Reservation Dogs because they can relate to that story, to how we live. And I mean, we've gotten so much feedback from different countries saying that's how our family is and that's how our community is. I mean, it just shows the way we drove around as natives. I think it's pretty dope. And it breaks stereotypes too. So, and that's something we do in our music. Some of the characters, we try to push that we're not drunks, we don't do drugs, stuff like that. So we're breaking stereotypes. I know us personally, really.
Well, we've been doing it for years, breaking stereotypes.
Well, and you said some of your music is featured in the show. Can you talk about that and how not only have you helped the show by being a part of it, but maybe the show is giving your music a platform as well?
Yes, definitely giving our music a platform. There was I love that he comes up with Sterling comes up with these ideas of making puns in the show. So us talking about writing the rain dance, or us rapping the pop pop song. It's just funny how he incorporates our music. There was even this one scene he was like, I want y'all to freestyle about Old Man Mexico, and we're just like, oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And so I like how he puts us on the spot with adding our music. So I just I can't wait to work with him again. It's that dude is magic.
Definitely. So and for anybody that's questioning our characters, this is our real accent. We get criticized all the time for trying to sound hood or whatever, but this is our accent. That's what we grew up with. The pop pop song is about shooting down negative energy, evil spirits. So if you listen to the words, you'll kind of get that. So we don't promote no gun violence and no drinking, no smoke. So
I love that. I know you all probably can't offer too many spoilers, but is there any insight into season 3 you guys can give us?
We're still as short as we thought.
I say this, can I say we didn't get our bikes back?
I mean, you won't see those bikes anymore, but I know a lot of people love them bikes. But yeah, those bikes is,
Everybody be asking.
those was painful to ride.
That was an old school Schwinn with no cushion. I'm not mad that they're gone. So.
It does not sound pleasant. So.
And when you got a hit in the butt, it's not good.
Well, I guess what's next for you all now that this is the last season? What you all mentioned maybe some film?
Yeah, we auditioned for a lot of stuff. We're just waiting on callbacks.
And the strike. It's
Yeah.
a big deal right now, but we're moving on, focusing on our music. Almost done with our next album. I think this is number 15, 16? 16. We have 16 albums. Yeah, and it's all streaming everywhere. LIL MIKE FUNNYBONE, and it's all clean, so your grandma, your kids can listen to it. We got songs about love, parties, haters. I mean, you name it. We got a song about it. Death. We have a song for funerals because we kept getting booked to do funerals. Yeah, rap at a funeral. Yeah, I know, it's weird. That's why we wrote the song, because we didn't want to do the rain dance in front of a casket no more. So, Yeah.
I never really thought of that, but
I was afraid the casket was gonna fall because we were dancing in front of it.
that's awesome. And we talked a little bit about your characters on the show, but specifically, can you talk more about who you play? And for people maybe who haven't seen the show, if this is their push to watch it, yeah, tell them about who you
Don't miss out. You gotta watch this, man. This is epic. This is really epic. It's groundbreaking. We play Mose and Miko, and we are basically the agitators of the community. That's what somebody just referred to as. I call us the hood gossipers because that's how I read all about it. I mean, we go around and spread the news and what's happening. Who said what about who? You know, what would you say?
Yeah.
Is that pretty much?
That's pretty much.
And we play rappers on the show, and we shock a lot of people because they didn't know we actually rap. So when they see us come to their community, put it on a concert, they're like,
Oh, I thought this was a comedy show. I was like, no, we actually rap.
yeah.
Well, those are pretty much all the questions I had, but is there anything I didn't ask you about that you want people to know, or anything else you think is important to say?
Well, MikeBoneMedia.com. You can find our music and more info about us, merchandise, concert updates, contact information. We do all kinds of events from suicide prevention to, birthday parties, school events. We're doing a bunch of back to school events really soon. So, clubs, casinos, you name it.
But
So, yeah.
you do it all.
Anything else we missed?
No, that's pretty much.
What do we put in our hair?
Yeah, what do you do? I'm dying to know.
Oil.
No, it's coconut.
I love it so much. Well, thank you all, and I really appreciate you doing this on such short notice. This has been so fun. Everyone was so excited whenever I said you guys were coming in.
Thank you for having us in.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched the new season yet because it just came out today, but tonight, that's what I'm gonna do. I get off at 6:30.
Yeah, same for us. We haven't watched it.
I'm excited.
So, and that's the cool thing is like when they filmed it like out of sync, so it wasn't happening
In order.
in order. So when people are filming it, we're just like, I don't even know what's going on. And then they film so many different ways, so that you're just like, well, which way did they pick? So for us watching it for the first time, it's like watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
And there's even been like season 3 or season 2. There were scenes that we did, and we were like, I don't even remember shooting that.
Yeah. So that's always surprising just to watch it. Cause like, oh wow, I remember that now. Okay.
That is funny because I would assume like you all have seen the whole season all the way through. So that's
I think they also got he let us wear some of our own merchandise on some of those episodes, so that was another blessing. So yeah,
for sure.
yeah, definitely.
Perfect. I'm excited to see it. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. One more time again.